Introduce yourself. You're doing fire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. Do you hear the call? Coiling the wire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. Understand yourself. This is not a test. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this request. Do you wait for love? Put your acquiesce. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this request.
Wednesday night, St. Ricketts, the Catalyst. This is Yo 2.0, the Yo Show. I'm going to turn this guitar solo back up because I love it, and then we'll get on with it. Hit it! It is St. Ricketts, the mighty St. Ricketts, www.stricketts.com. The Catalyst. Tuesday night, of course, is But Fire Cannot Burn. There are our theme songs. We are 100% live. This is the Yo Show. On Wednesday nights, we call it Yo 2.0 because it's the second show of the week. How we doing? Jeff the Sharp Perini here with you. Looking like Solo Lake Han. Live tonight. That's okay. We did it last night. It was a great one last night, too. Massive thanks to our guests last night with a brand new single out. The dudes from Bryn Athen. All right, they were sensational. Call Me When You're Home, the brand new song. We debuted it, a world premiere right here last night. It's getting some great views. People are loving it. We are loving it. We're happy to do it. So we come back tonight for Wednesday night. We thought we had a guest co-host, and she realized it was the wrong night. So it was Thursday. It's actually Wednesday. So it's her birthday. So happy birthday to Mandy Magic, who will most likely be our guest co-host next week when we come back with a rock band Twig next Wednesday night. Should be a great one. We got a great one tonight. Core PR back at it, bringing us another sensational guest. And tonight, singer-songwriter Matt Oakley will join us around 8:30 tonight. Matt, super cool looking dude. Got a brand new song coming out in just a few days. Can't Take the Dogs. We'll talk about that. Play a couple of his past songs. There's some good ones. And we're going to have a lot of fun here. A lot to talk about tonight here on Yo 2.0. Let's get into the world of sports real quick. Philadelphia Phillies just all over tonight. The offense cooking. 7-1 lead over the Colorado Rockies. Bottom of the seventh, Kyle Schwarber with a pair of home runs tonight. Top of the seventh, rather, sorry. NBA Sixers down big, down 9 right now in the second quarter. 37-28 in the play-in game against the Miami Heat. That stuff's going to hurt. It's definitely going to hurt. Play-in game. Sixers need to win. My man Paul Johnson Jr. in the house with his Up brother from the awesome band, speaking of Up 24. Love Paul. Love the gang out there. So thanks for tuning in on a Wednesday night. A lot of people are still getting used to the Wednesday night. Like, oh, I'm so used to Tuesday. We do it Wednesday nights too. Might be more stuff in the future. We'll talk about that down the road. Massive thanks to last Wednesday's guest, Chloe Styler, another great artist. And of course, Vividly Vixen for being our guest co-host. No guest co-host tonight. Kind of sad. And I'll definitely be hoarse from 2 nights in a row of solo chatting. So let's lubricate ourselves up with some great Yingling beer. Of course, the Phillies logo. Ironic as that. So yeah, we did a lot of great stuff last night. World premiere. We love doing that. We had a great band, Brent Athen, on. Talked about a lot of their stuff. Very exciting. Core PR is one of the PR firms that has been bringing us awesome Wednesday night guests lately. They said Chloe Styler. Matt Oakley, of course, who will be with us tonight. And the return of Presley Tennant in a few weeks. So I'm just happy to be here, but I do have to share some news, of course. Because we do here, and not everything is always terrific. And I, of course, want to take a second, not only how permanent it is, but, of course, a massive thank you and a potential farewell, possibly forever, to the Happy Hour podcast and my man Ray Chase. Kind of his farewell banner up here. Thank you for an amazing 4.5 years. And I got to do the show several times as a guest co-host. And it was definitely different from what you see here. I loved it. It was raunchy, so to speak, unscripted. They played a lot of games, kind of flew by the seat of their pants. A lot of adult film stars and content creators on that. Ray was very over the top in a great way. We had a lot of fun with it. I had fun in the time I spent on it. And Ray has done great things. Former wrestler, a former TV show star, and of course, Happy Hour podcast, which is just one of my favorites of all time. Take a listen, check it out some of his great work from the past. We hope to see him again on the horizon. He had said to me that he gives me all my blessings. Like, look, here's the PR firms of some of these adult stars. If you want to try to branch it out and do something else, who knows, we might. But it's tough. I want to say thank you to Ray, of course. How exactly we found him still stumps me a little bit. Not quite sure how we found each other, but we did. I'm glad we did. And my good friend Brent Worrell, as well as some pictures and videos with him. And we had some great talks, and we plan on getting together to see a Phillies-Orioles game because I know he's in Maryland. He's a huge Orioles fan. Excuse me. Little throat action tonight, but we'll get through it. But I want to take this time to congratulate them and thank them and say farewell for now. However long, we don't know, the Happy Hour podcast. Ray will continue his job with Pod Nation and Roku Television, which, of course, we definitely hope to become a part of. We're supposed to be a part of already, and I kind of got behind a little bit on the creating end of putting videos out there. That's pretty cool. We like what he does. He likes what we do. We got together, we collabed, and did some great things. We met some great people. Of course, Vividly Vixen, who does some guest co-hosting stuff. Thanks to them. Janine Jericho, who was a guest on our show, we absolutely love. More possibly coming up. And Ray was a guest on our show, and we did his. And we also did the Pod Rumble, the 30-man Incoherent contest. That was great. So yeah, man, I'm telling you honestly, it's a tough blow. And Ray always said he will be around. I'm not getting rid of him, which is good. But I want to thank him. First and foremost, the Yo Show thanks Ray Chase and Happy Hour Podcast for all the great work. Promoting different beers and local beers and doing live local shows from breweries. His shot of the month, Smash or Dash, the Great Games, Ode to Humanity, Incoherent, etc. And he's an entertainer. He definitely was. Hats off and a big sip to my man, Ray Chase. I wanted to say that. I want to keep going, but Ray knows, and we'll keep in touch with Ray. And like I said, might branch out for us to do something a little more different. Maybe an adult spin. We talked about White Rabbit back in the day. That was going to be my kind of adult outlet. Curve changed to a little hiatus themselves. So we'll see what goes on. And we'll see what happens in the near future. And I want to play a song before I start talking about things like life and challenges of podcasting. Because I got a lot to speak on about it in a great way. In a great way. Podcasting, webcasting, as I call this. It's all in a great way. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Play some music first. Bring out our guest, Matt Oakley, around 8:30. And just a lot to do. So let's get with it. Let's get a song in here from our man. Hey, Jeff, it's Jason. I got some very sad news, Jeff. I have to give up my dog because I'm moving out of my trailer and they won't take dogs. And getting into a oh man, we definitely hope that your dog finds a good home, man. It's been tough news today, man. First, Ray takes his show potentially down for how long we don't know. And Jason, who I met through Ray's show. You know, it's hard to say, man. It's some bad news today. Thank you, of course, for tuning in. We appreciate you, though, the Jeff of the Blue Hearts. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming in and watching the program because it's still great fun what we do here, and I still love it. So let's get upbeat. Let's play some fun stuff. Like I said, tonight's guest is Matt Oakley. He's got a song called The Whiskey Does. Oh, first I got to get that hard in there, of course, from my man, Cuthbert Twilley, another great dude from Up 24 in the house. The dude from Up 24. Played a tune from them last night, too. The awesome Empty Page. So be on the lookout for Up 24 on Spotify and Apple Music, etc. Great band. Another great band. That's what we do here. A lot of great music. Let's play The Whiskey Does. I don't know what the whiskey does to me. And let's hear about what it does for Matt Oakley, tonight's guest. The song's only about 1:45. We'll play it real quick. We'll come back. We'll do some chats. We'll check on the scores. And have more fun here live Wednesday night. It is Yo 2.0, the Yo Show. Wednesday. This is Matt Oakley, tonight's guest. The Whiskey Does live. Enjoy.
Girl, I don't miss you, but the whiskey does. And I've been thinking about us picking up where we left off. I guess the bottle can't get over us. No, I don't think that we can call it love anymore. Do you need me like I need you when you're drinking like I'm drinking? I don't miss you when I'm sober. This bottle got me thinking. Girl, I don't miss you, but the whiskey does. Us picking up where we left off. I guess the bottle can't get over us. No, I don't think that we can call it love anymore. You're drinking and driving me crazy. Girl, there ain't nothing worth saving. We're better off when we call it quits. Pour 'em up and we're falling in. I don't know if we'll ever end. So tell me when you're coming over. I don't even need the closure. How long we been drinking? This bottle got me thinking. Girl, I don't miss you, but the whiskey does. And I've been thinking about us picking up where we left off. I guess the bottle can't get over us. No, I don't think that we can call it love anymore.
sensational song right there, The Whiskey Does, by tonight's guest, Matt Oakley. Coming up in about 15 minutes. I enjoy that song. And what does the whiskey do for you? I know it does for me. It knocks me sideways. Oh, man. But great song, great music, great dude. He'll be here around 8:30 tonight. Let's take a moment real quick and give a shout out with Father's Day. Not soon, but Father's Day will be down the road a little bit. And I'm going to give a shout out to our dudes over at the Moist Collective. I, of course, have it on tonight. The Moist Collective is our one sponsor. It is Beard Care Products, brought to you by the Moist Collective, www.rumoist.com. And use the code YOSHOW20 right now and save 20% on your order. Terrific beard butter, beard oil, beard wash, some great beard combs, and great merchandise. Are you moist? You should be. Dads, boyfriends, hey, why not buy some for yourself? Get that beard looking shiny, get it smelling great. I was out this past weekend, and a friend of mine came up to me, said hello, and she said, wow, that smells great. What do you got on? And I said, well, it's the Moist Collective. The Modern Man, actually, was the name of it. Once again, the Moist Collective Beard Care Products. Use the code YOSHOW20 to get 20% off right now. www.rumoist.com. Shipping is available. Get it in time for Father's Day. Get it for somebody's birthday. Get it because you like a nice, shiny, smelling, delicious beard that shapes itself lovely. It's been called the best beard in podcast. I don't know how true that is. I don't even know who does these rankings, but they do. And speaking of rankings, I know, of course, the Yo Show got voted as the top 50 show in the world by the New York and Los Angeles Weekly Times, a great entertainment publication. Always proud of that. Always like to recite that. Like Ray said, of course, from Happy Hour Pod, take your accolades, man. Take your accolades and run with them. Multi-time AVN nominated Happy Hour podcast. So sure, we're proud of that. Taking a look, it's not looking good right now. The Miami Heat with a 51-37 lead over our Sixers in this play-in game. 14 points down. God, I would hate to see the Sixers go home like this. Really, they made a run at the end. Joel came back, tried to make the run. They couldn't. Fell just short. Stuck on a play-in game. Of all teams, Miami, worst possible team you can run into right now. Over on the other side of sports, Philadelphia Phillies 7-1 lead over Colorado Rockies. Kyle Schwarber with 2 home runs. And this I like to see again. We saw the great outing last night by Ranger Suarez. Tonight, a great outing by Chris Sanchez, who's now out of the game, of course. Hit the 97 pitches, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. So the Phillies are trying to pull off another victory. Definitely could use it. Get them bats hot. Let's keep them bats hot. Up 24. Much love. Thank you, gentlemen. We love you. We love your music. And we're going to get into more of it. And we're going to talk about having the band on the show, too. We'd love to get the guys on and talk about it. They're cool. They're a lot of fun. They say we got the party with them at Key Concert Series last month. Don't forget, as well, Key Concert Series this month. It is coming up. And it's coming up soon. It's April 27th. So it happens to be my birthday. How about that? April 27th, Key Concert Series live from the Fuge, 780 Falcon Circle, Warminster, PA. Get your tickets right now and save a few dollars on that. www.keyconcertseries.ticketleap.com. Buy them early and you'll save a few bucks. Not a bad idea. And now with the weather, here's JD. The weather stinks today. Stunk out here. A little chilly, a little rainy. Oh, we got. And hello, streamer. You're streaming awesomely with nice concept. Thanks. Send us money. Don't send me that. Send me money. Anyway, the Key Concert Series are a great sponsor at Comprehensive Chiropractic and Rehab. The great Dr. Mike Cheng. The team over at SRR Promotions. And the Yo Show bring you the Key Concert Series April 27th. Tickets available now. Save a few bucks. KeyConcertSeries.ticketleap.com. You can buy them at the door, at the Fuge. Food and drink supplied by Tranquility Brewing. Must be 21 or over to drink. Please drink responsibly. Come out and support the local music scene. Young bands, original bands, doing it up. Miss Hannah is in the house this evening. Good evening, Hannah. She's here. She loves the Yo Show. She's excited for Matt Oakley as well. Who wouldn't be? I certainly am. Hello. Want to talk to the mic? Bark. That's all she has to say. Miss Hannah, the lovely Miss Hannah in the house. The dogs are hanging out tonight. Henry down here running around, and Hannah's here. They know Daddy was doing it solo, so of course they want to come out and support Daddy. JD Wolf says, good evening, Hannah. She says, good evening back with a little dance. Don't get me wrong, the wife brought down a taco that I ate earlier. Probably why she's down here. Let her down for a moment. Probably smells taco. It happens. Best way to get a dog's attention is to eat. There's a messy plate over there somewhere. And of course, there's some Ortega taco sauce right here, which is easily the greatest taco sauce on earth. No, they're not a sponsor. No, this is not a plug. Just use Ortega taco sauce. Why not? Matt Oakley will be with us shortly, around 8:30 tonight. We're going to talk about he's got a brand new song coming out, Can't Take the Dogs. How ironic, since the dogs are just here. And you can't take them. The whiskey does. It's got a lot of songs that kind of ask some questions. Can't take the dogs? Where? The whiskey does? What? We'll ask Matt all that in a little bit when he comes up here. Once again, and it's now 7-2, is Philly's bullpen just doing amazing things, as always. Love it. Let's drop another Matt Oakley song while we're waiting. And this one is also pretty cool. I'm actually trying to play it before I even load it, which is always a great idea. Present. Share screen. Richest Man I Knew. It's a good one. Good songs. Good artists. About 2 minutes, 15 seconds long. They're short ones. Makes it even easier. Let's pop it on now on the Yo Show. Our guest tonight, Matt Oakley, Richest Man I Knew. This is the official music video. We'll play it now here. Enjoy Wednesday Night Live on the Yo Show. We'll be back in a few minutes. Our guest, Matt Oakley, coming up shortly. We'll be right back.
Bed full of tools and some more rust. Boots full of dirt and they're all scuffed. You think he didn't have much? Well, he lived just a little bit different. Got nothing but got nothing missing. If you met him, you'd say it too. He's the richest man I knew. Yeah, he taught me to pray a little longer. Tie your boots, boy, work a little harder. Life's tough, but it's easy when you're smarter. Stay true to yourself, you'll go farther. Love everybody, 'cause one day you might need somebody. And don't you ever try to hurt nobody. Those are just a few things that he taught me. If you want a good life, you gotta live a little. And life's a storm, don't get caught in the middle. Know your worth, boy, don't ever settle. Time heals wounds, just wait, it gets better. Make sure to say yes sir, no ma'am. Look him in the eyes when you shake hands. Don't wait for pain just to say prayers. Just take your time, boy, you'll get there. Yeah, he told me to pray a little longer. Tie your boots, boy, work a little harder. Life's tough, but it's easy when you're smarter. Stay true to yourself, you'll go farther. Love everybody, 'cause one day you might need somebody. And don't you ever try to hurt nobody. Those are just a few things that he taught me. Well, he lived just a little bit different. Got nothing but got nothing missing. And Lord knows that we're missing you. He's the richest man I know.
All right, excellent. And and JD Wolf, of course, always with the great comments. Reminds me of my grandpa taught me how to drive a tractor. Great stuff. And let's not even talk about the twins. But anyway, the song, when people say rich, they automatically think of money and big esteem and stuff like that. Rich is also just what you make out of life and your enjoyment of it and the people around you and how you make people feel and smile and all that stuff. That's rich too. You can be rich with great friendships, great families, just an overall great feeling about yourself. That to me is also the richest man alive. You can be rich in other ways, a lot of other ways, man. There's so much. Doing this makes me feel rich as far as the fills in my heart when people say I watched the show or I learned this from your show or I got to enjoy this band from your show, whatever it may be. Makes me feel pretty rich. It's not just money. People always talk about money and kind of money you're making on that podcast. It's not always about money, trust me. It's definitely not. There's so many other things involved, and when public relation firms bring you their artists and ask for their artists, and even to the point where today, big shout out to Anna Castle, who's wonderful. She actually called me and said, "Hey man, we didn't get the link." And I don't know why. I'm looking and I missed a couple of her emails at my job. The internet sometimes shaky there, so it's hard to pick up my emails. And I'm looking when I got home, like, wow, I missed an email. That's why she called me. Thank you, Anna at Core. They do great work. So just having them come out and like, hey, how about our artists? And they send me a list, and I'm like, yeah, great. Let's do this one and that one and this one and that one. Beatrice Kimmel, of course, and Impact and Core PR. And back in the day, Rachel Dares would like to reach out again and get some more of her great people. Again, it's a rich feeling when people entrust in you with their talents, with their business, etc. That's pretty big. It's pretty cool. We like that stuff very, very much. Like I said, Matt will be here in a few minutes. And once again, I want to give a big shout out to my dude, Ray Chase, the Happy Hour podcast. He made an announcement today, went out and did a live stream, kind of announcing that he's stepping away from the Happy Hour podcast, which is something he had mentioned before. I always tell people, don't walk away, don't leave. But there are factors, and if there is money involved if you're doing certain things like Ray was doing, merchandise and sending them out, and the belts and the contest he does and all is all great stuff. So I get it. I do. I always beg people not to walk away from the field, but Ray felt it was time, and we had talked about it, and I, of course, told him I'd be sad to see him go, but he says, you're always a friend, and I'll always be around. You're not going to get rid of me. Right, JD, you see that, you understand, and to hear him talk about it was pretty good. And some people are like, you don't have to make an announcement. You don't have to explain yourself. No, you don't. But keep in mind, like Ray said, he's been entertaining people for years. People expect the entertainment. They like the consistency of having you there. And you do touch people, become part of their lives. And there's a few people said, Tuesday nights, I make sure I get home at a certain time. I make sure I get you on. I kind of do my schedule of the week around your stuff. And like I said, like JD says, pretty much every band that comes on is like, I'm a fan, I'm following. So people do rely on it. It is entertainment value. It may not be major network television, etc. Yeah, I guess he does feel a little burned out. Ray's been entertaining for a long time, so between wrestling and the TV show he had, and Happy Hour Pod, of course, now bringing it out to Roku and Pod Nation TV. I could see that. There's times where I, feel a little beat up at the end of the week. There's a lot to do. Like I said, from working with the PR firms, lining up dates and checking that calendar, and doing research to make sure you know who's coming on and what to talk about, sharing stories, staying up with topics, building a great rapport. Me and Jewel have an outstanding rapport. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. Me and Jewel have become like family. Like we can tell each other anything at any time. We work it that way. We work together. I've had people come into this world who are not meant for my world, if you will. Check my ego? Nah. My world. And again, we'll talk about it a little bit later when I get on to life and its challenges in the podcast world. There's people that I met through Ray that love the podcast. We're like, Vividly Vixen loves doing podcasts. I said, thank you guys for kind of bringing me to this and let me see how much fun it is and getting a chance to talk and expressing and etc. I think of so many people that have come on through the years as we approach 300 episodes, coming up on 7 years in August. And like Misha Johnson, who, of course, was an awesome uh, news reporter out here in Philly, and then made her way out to preach a new message, kind of like on the religious angle. And she said, every time I come on, you just let me say what I do, and you let me talk about what I believe and what I work with. That's what it's here for, man. But again, there was work to make sure it all goes well. This magic you're seeing here, it's not always that easy. I'm getting a little fear, though. There's a little fear. I'm watching a 7-3 Phillies lead, 1 out. Rockies have the bases loaded and Charlie Blackmon at the plate. This has turned into an absolute mess. Matt Oakley is due shortly. I just hope everything went well with the link, etc. Hopefully, Anna got it in time. Hopefully, Matt will be with us shortly. If not, if for some reason Matt gets tied up and we don't do it, we'll stay here till around 9 o'clock. Maybe play that new one again. We'll sneak in that new one from Burnout. Thank you. I love that. You and Joel did an amazing job. It's greatly appreciated. And people say, like, how many times a week do you guys get together and sit and practice? We don't. I send Joel highlights and topics to talk about. We kind of outline some questions. Jewel does a ton of homework on her own because she's spectacular that way. And we just go. We come out and we do. There's no practice, really. It's just a matter of after a while, you really get to learn the person who sits with you on a weekly basis. Like I said, 300 episodes, almost 7 years. If you figure 52 weeks in a year, it's pretty much consistent over the last 7 years, once a week, at least. Jewel and I, and she's come out to some shows. We hang out at live shows. She comes out to these key concert series, which is a big thing that we're doing now. And one of the dreams was to have live shows, be a part of live concerts and local artists. We're doing that. And that's super cool. So there's just so much that goes on in what we do that comes from this. So never think, if you're out there and you're thinking, because I know a lot of people say, we should do a podcast. We see a lot of comments on Facebook. Somebody says something funny, their friend comes in like, oh, we should so do a podcast and tell stories about when we hang out. Okay, you know what? Do it. Just don't expect. Go in with a modest approach. Believe what you're saying. Do it consistently. Advertise it. Post it. Don't be afraid to post too much. I was told that a long time ago. Oh, you post so much. Of course I do. I'm proud of what I do here, and I need you to find me by me posting it up. Kind of what we do here. It is a lot of work if you want to be successful, and it's also a lot of work even if you just want to have fun, and that's what we like to do. We like to have a good time, have a couple beers sometimes, and listen to great music, and have great people come into the chat, like JD. You know, that stuff like that is really cool. Like last time we got the world premiere song. That was awesome. That was great stuff to us. And the guys at Burn Anthem are extremely appreciative of us doing that for them. We'd love to do it for them. Thought that was great. So, yeah, man. Get into this community. Get into it for the right reasons. I see a lot of people get into it for the wrong reasons. Don't fake it. Be real. Be yourself. This is me, the guy you see here. Even though my wife says the Tuesday and Wednesday night Jeff is a lot different from regular Jeff. I don't think so. I think they're all great. But, yeah, man. So we're expecting Matt. I'm kind of hanging in as we wait. Again, we're a little late getting the the link, so we'll see. Here he is in the house of, in fact, a happy hour pod. I was scrolling through and saw the captions of you mentioning me. Must love my dude. It's not over. It's just a closed chapter. I made new friends. We love that, dude. And like I said, stick around with us. One way, one form. I know you're doing a lot of great stuff with Pod Nation TV on Roku. That's massive. Happy Hour's done a great thing. Happy Hour Productions, is, of course, is the headline, of course. Happy Hour Productions. And brought us to some great guests. I know when people say, like adult film, like what, how fun is that? It's a blast. They're a blast. They get into the show, man. They love talking. They love talking about their careers. And we have a lot of fun with that, man. It's a blast. And Ray made it happen. And Ray said, dude, if you want to get into it and kind of meet some of the people I met, and here's some avenues. And who knows, man, we might do something in honor of Ray to keep that spirit alive, bro. Much love, indeed. I appreciate the fact you saw it. I didn't want to message you and be like, hey, I'm doing this tonight. I just wanted to kind of do it because any kind of news that hits me hard, I like to talk about. And it's hit me, dude. I saw it this morning. And like I said, I was a little roughed up about it, but really, in the end, man, I feel it right in the chest, the love and respect and the fun that we have had. JD has checked it out, of course. He's a big fan of everything that we do. He loved what you guys did, too. Much love, Happy Hour Pod. So, yeah, man, absolutely. Rock on, and thanks for checking in, too. We really do appreciate that. Quincy King in the house, another awesome local performer and singer. He's got some great new stuff coming out. We love when people like that come out. And JD, you're right, man. Check that ego at the door. One thing about Ray and Happy Hour Pod, and kind of like the Yo Show and Jewel, etc., there really isn't an ego thing. I was told in the past I had this ego. I don't have an ego. I got a pride about like the logo and the shirt and the way we do things and the audience we bring. There's a pride in that. But definitely no ego. I like when people see me and out at a show, etc., and they're like, hey, I know you. You're the guy from the Yo Show. Or, hey, I know the Yo Show. I watch. I'm a big fan. Stuff like that. That's great. New shirts. Yeah, we need new shirts. We're working on it. Yo Show. A lot of people want them. Like I said, Ray was awesome, man. He made those Happy Hour shirts, and he would hand them out to these adult film stores. They'd be wearing them on their page, and I would get jealous, man. Sarah J, for God's sakes, was wearing one of your shirts. I guess one of the biggest names in the history of the industry, and she had on her Happy Hour Pod shirt. And I'm like, yeah, need somebody like that to wear Yo Show shirts. I want everybody to wear them now. Yours are being printed, the Quincy King shirts. I can't wait. I'm excited, dude. I like the logo. I'm excited for it. I buy band shirts. I got a lot of them. They're all over the house. The wife says, you and the shirts. I mean, of course. Of course, I could go and support bands and not buy their shirts. And she does it now, too. She went out and bought a... I did not forget you, dude. And I will not forget you. Size XL. It's coming. I need more for myself. I run out and then they're not clean. But, yeah, man, like... You can't go to the shows, and she says that, a great little story. The one band, of course, Twisted, the awesome Sarah Higgins, and Logan, and Kayla. Of course, Steve Higgins is a great friend of the show, part of the Key Concert Series as well, and his wife, Cindy. So we go to see them perform. My wife's like, I need a shirt. I need a Twisted shirt. So she looks, and they got like the baseball style, like the 3/4 sleeve. And she's like, oh, I love this one. Oh, it's a large, too, so we can share it. I have not seen that shirt once. We've had that shirt maybe close to a month. I have not seen it once. I see it on her. Hasn't touched me once. But it's good. I like it. I like the fact that she gets into what I do here as well. 8:38. Matt Oakley was supposed to be here at 8:30. We'll hang out. We'll see what happened. I did get tricked. No doubt about it. I'm hoping Matt got the link. They said we're a little late tonight with Anna from Core PR. Definitely on my fault, my end. Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Also, in talking about podcasts and talking about lining things up and getting things together, I kind of goofed because the 23rd, Tuesday night, which is the upcoming Yo Show with myself and Jewel, I have no guest. As of yet, I tried to go like really big and I didn't have luck. Then I found somebody who was going to be on a show down the road in May, somebody that I absolutely love. I kept trying to work it because they got a new song. I'm like, let's debut it. We're debuting new music. Why not debut it on my birthday? And they said, well, as a band, we think it's a little too early because the release is still like another 2 weeks after that. So 23rd, we're working at it. We're still thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because everybody's like, oh, Jeff's always has hot chicks on the show. Let's check out hot chicks. Well, usually try to get them from a birthday. May not happen this year. But we are going to do a few things coming up as far as premieres or new music, etc. And I'll give you a little bit of that right now. Let's drop it first, of course, with the one I'm talking about, May 1st. It's a Wednesday. One of the absolute hottest rock bands in the Pennsylvania area. Hard rock band, Crooked Ways, is going to be on the show May 1st. We're going to talk about their brand new album. And they said we're going to let you play the song that's going to pretty much premiere that day. Nationwide, we're going to also play it here that night. So brand new Crooked Ways. Love this band. Stole them over when they opened for 6th Century. They are fantastic. One of the absolute best bands in PA. Great rock sound. Great singer. Great bunch of dudes. We met them afterwards and went to the merch table, of course. Wife got a hoodie. JD got snowed again. She got a hoodie. I got a t-shirt. Guess how many times I've seen that hoodie? Yeah. I think I wore it once. But yeah, Crooked Ways, May 1st on the program. Make sure you check them out and come to the program. We'll have a good guest co-host, somebody who loves rock music. We'll definitely get him here for that. Try to get him on a Tuesday with Jewel. The way their schedule worked, this was the best possible day. They wanted to get there close to the album debut. May 1st, Wednesday night. Yo Show, Yo 2.0, Crooked Ways. And then we're doing that May 21st, we're doing it again. And it's one of the people I absolutely love and adore, Rachel Bellow and her man B. Jennings and their new band, King Cherry. They were on the show a couple weeks back. Rachel and B. King Cherry. They have a world premiere. They have a brand new song coming out, and we're going to play it May 21st live here on the show. Rachel and B will be back. Representing King Cherry. Here's that nice little banner I made for them. There's Rachel. Gorgeous. There's B. Super cool. Nice little caricature art of them and the King Cherry logo, which I'll get that banner out of the way. Right there. Great new band. Of course, they're currently with Hollywood Gods and Monsters, who we had on the show as well. That was a great turnout. And we met Rosie through them and Chris Aragon, of course, and the rest of the band. Really cool people. B and Rachel, just doing so many great things together. Rachel, of course, was a Philly girl. And I always get that heartbreak, man. Rachel says, dude, I'm making a move almost all the way across the country to pursue music and to pursue a great opportunity. The opportunity was Hollywood Gods and Monsters. Originally started with Travis from Steel Panther. He found Rachel, offered the shot. She took it. Now she lives in Arizona and she's gone. But King Cherry is awesome. Me and Rachel have stayed tight. They will be here May 21st, Tuesday night on the Yo Show. And that's another thing that goes great. We talk about people to make the move. Another artist friend that I love. I'm not even going to mention his name because right now music is a thing that he's kind of working through. But again, another guy from PA, so I'm going to make my way down to Nashville and make a run. And he made a run. Went on a world tour with a national artist. Made his way to Europe, came back. And that's awesome. And then, of course, our good friend Seth Witcher, who we saw a couple weeks back in Holland, PA, said, I've decided to make the move. I'm headed out to Nashville, and I'm going to be pursuing a bigger career. And that's great. We do love that. Even our friends from Twisted, as I mentioned, they cut an album out in Nashville. And the dude, J.D. Wolf, if you're still here, you might appreciate this. The dude that helped him produce the album out in Nashville, Twisted, is the boyfriend of J.C. Clark from A Like Divided. And J.C., of course, was on our show. And they got to meet her. And that I love when you're going out a distance to make records and get produced and make your way to Nashville. And you meet people like that. Because J.C. is one of my favorite people on earth. The band is great. And it's so super cool to have those worlds collide. Right, small world indeed. And I don't remember how the topic came up. I think I had mentioned her somewhere. Like, oh yeah, we know her. We met her. Her boyfriend helped us do our album. That's awesome. We love that stuff. I'm gonna take another sip. I think I'm gonna check the email again. This does happen sometimes. It's advantages and sometimes disadvantages of going live. Like I said, I was a little late on the link because I thought I'd sent it and Anna did not receive it. So I sent it back out. And I don't know if Anna had got it to Matt in time because he's supposed to be here at 8:30. We still don't see him, but that's okay because we do have another one of his songs dialed up and we'll play it right here on the show. That's what we do. If he doesn't make it, we'll get him on another time. And this is a Way with Words. This is a pretty cool one as well. I love it. Tonight's hopeful guest, Matt Oakley. Either way, we're going to play it. This one's for the ladies tonight because he's a good-looking dude. Ooh. I almost started playing it before it's ready. It's 2 minutes, 25 seconds long. Away with Words, official music video. Matt Oakley, right here live on Yo 2.0 Wednesday night. Enjoy. We'll be back in a few minutes. Live.
She's from Alabama, I caught her red-handed, drinking whiskey on Saturday night. I can't imagine I'm overreacting, she's losing her mind. I met her mama and told her about her problems, how it's happened now a couple of times. And girl, I'm sorry, I'll be gone by the morning, cause you ain't the marrying type. Well, she's got a way with words and I know it hurts, so Lord, it's protect your pride. And girl, that's the way it works, and we ain't the first ones tricked by the morning light. So we came up, make love, then we take some, stay up, wake up all the neighbors. Yeah, I swore I was done with her. Well, she's got a way with words. Yeah, she's got a way with words. And I swore I was done with her. Well, she's got a way with words. I wasn't honest, if I'm being honest. I fed her a couple of lies. And now she's calling me, going on and on about another guy. So I take the bottle off the counter and I pour one. She's the only reason that I always gotta pour up. And ain't it funny that I bought the bottle for us? I'm the only one who's drinking now, baby. Well, she's got a way with words and I know it hurts. So Lord, it's protect your pride. And girl, that's the way it works, and we ain't the first ones tricked by the morning light. So we came up, make love, then we take some, stay up, wake up all the neighbors. Yeah, I swore I was done with her, but she's got a way with words. Yeah, she's got a way with words, and I swore I was done with her, but she's got a way with words. Yeah, I swore I was done with her, but she's got a way with words.
All right, super cool. Away with Words, Matt Oakley. We apologize to the Matt Oakley fans. We see some people who came in and came out, probably waiting for Matt, and we didn't get him. I certainly blame myself. We talk about the difficulties of podcasting, and it seems like maybe I didn't get the link in time to get him to log in with us. Not a problem. We'll keep his link down the bottom. Still go out and support this dude. He's super cool. His music is great. You can find Matt Oakley. I keep belching. That taco's kicking back. Apple Music, Spotify, TikTok, where he's got a huge following. Instagram, Matt Oakley Music. The new song, Can't Take the Dogs, is out May 3rd. Actually got the cover for that. It's pretty cool. Some awesome looking dogs. Can't Take the Dogs, Matt Oakley. Was supposed to be our guest tonight. We didn't catch him for some unknown reason. We apologize for that. So, we'll probably cut it early. We'll probably cut it around 9 o'clock tonight. Maybe get another song. And maybe with that world premiere. And my buddy Christian Rupert just texted me and asked me, I'll curveball this real quick. I'm not a massive fan anymore of Saturday Night Live. We know that. I've talked about it. It's just not what it used to be. But the other night, last week, there was this skit featuring real life Beavis and Butthead, if you will. And it is one of the funniest things. If you haven't seen this, go to YouTube and type in SNL Beavis and Butthead. It is, I can't put it in words. I can't describe it good enough. It is a hilarious skit that had me rolling on the ground. It was just so darn funny. I loved it. And again, usually I'm not a big fan of Saturday Night Live, but that one had me rolling. Let's do one more song. How about it? We got a few minutes left. Let's do a song. And I want to one more time hit the world premiere of the song we played here last night by the local band Bryn Athen, which is Call Me When You're Home. We told the hilarious story last night about that one. I don't know what happened here as I tried to bring it up. Let's see if I could. It looks like it's missing. I don't think I have it. It says Call Me When You're Home, but I got a lot of other videos in there. A lot of ones that I played on the show, and it's not letting me play it. So, oh,
You're much too pretty.
that's Milo Sky. So maybe I lost it. I think maybe the link got maybe the link got cut out. I don't know. They might have stopped the link this way the song doesn't get replayed and pirated by some fool podcast. But I will remind you once again, speaking of Bryn Athen, if you're in the local area this Sunday, it's also the Sunday we're going to see Taylor Acorn, but I'm going to double bill it. I'm going to show up at the Future Stars show at the Union Firehouse, 18 Washington Street in Mount Holly, New Jersey. Bryn Athen is on the docket. Probably will be playing that new one along with the awesome Cold Lady. Future Souls and Placid. Placid will also be part of the Key Concert Series. Logan Turwich, Lazy, Chase, Mailhiat. When I see that guy, he's going to be so upset. Jet Lag, Twisted, not Twist It, but Twisted, and Sap. Elena Brokus brings us to Future Stars shows. This next one, Sunday, April 21st. Union Firehouse. She also has one this Saturday at the Liberty Tavern where our good friends, the Grimjacks and Twist It. That's right, got it right that time. We'll be there. I'll be attending that one. Very excited for that. Can't wait. Live local music in full effect this weekend. Thank you to Atlanta Brokus Productions. There was something I was going to share real quick. I forgot. And now I can't find it. Excellent. But, oh yeah, that's what I'm going to share one more time before we go. With just 10 days away, I'm telling you to get your tickets. Jeff the Shark Perini's 21st birthday. Yeah, I wish. Who do I wish? The new Breaker song is dope, and I want to reach out to Breaker, speaking of which, and get them on the program, too. They're very cool. I like them. Like them a lot. And I know you guys, Paul, you and the band Up 24 just played with them a couple days ago at Sweeney's, kind of a hard rock metal type afternoon show. Congratulations on that, by the way. I had to work, so I missed the dudes. And I missed Breaker, who I really want to see. And like someone talked to them about getting on the show. And I talked to Up 24 about coming on the show. A lot of great bands. And we got time. You know, summertime's coming up. We got dates. We're coming up on the 300th episode. That's going to be most likely, I think, July. They came out and jammed, but did not play. I did not know that. Oh, okay. I thought they were on the bill. That kind of stinks. But Breaker is another great local band. All right, let's do this real quick. Let me kind of search YouTube since we have some time. And I'm not really insulting our guest because he didn't show up. Let's play one from Up 24. How about it? Let's play the jam I absolutely love, Empty Page. Got to find it first, of course. Maybe it's better, easier to do it this way. Actually type in the words. It's good that nobody can actually see me doing this right now, because that would be awful if we see how technically lousy I am. All right, how about that? Click. And there it is. Empty Page by my dudes Up 24. Let's play it. We got time. I don't want to start too early, though. Make sure we get into it. Up 24. Awesome local band. We're at the second Key Concert Series and absolutely destroyed that stage in a good way, man. They played hard. They got the moves on stage. They're having fun. They're smiling, dancing, rocking. Empty Page is my got probably my favorite song of theirs, which is Saying a Lot, because I love all their songs. Sixers down by 5. I like that. Thank you, JD Wolf. Let's get in one more song, maybe. Now down by 2. I like it. Let's get in one more song of the night before we wrap up. Got to get this one in. Up 24 with Empty Page. Live Wednesday night, Yo 2.0. Sorry for the Matt Oakley fans. We will reschedule Matt at a future date. But right now, I give you my apology in the form of this amazing song by the band Up 24. We'll be back in about 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Enjoy. Red hot. Oh, yes, 1,000 times over. JD Wolf, I'm telling you, do it, dude. Add this to my playlist. Up 24. And the dudes in the house, Cuthbert Twilly, of course. Appreciate you, my dude. Appreciate you and your great music. And Paul Johnson, of course, messaged me and said, hey, man, let's arrange an appearance on the Yo Show and maybe a new song we haven't released yet. They played it live, but they haven't released it yet. Come on out, man. Let's do it. Let's get the PA music scene cooking. Even if it's hundreds of people to view. Or if it's thousands. Or whatever it is. Spread the word, because you never know. And people to watch on the replay. Local people, check it out. If you're local and you watch, Tell your friends. Tell them, say, hey, I just heard this awesome song by this awesome band on Chef Peruni's awesome show. And that's awesome. Love you guys. Love Paul. Love Cuthbert. Love JD. Big shout out, of course, to my man Ray Chase. Thanks for popping in here tonight. We are sorry again. Plenty of new tunes, man. Take my pick. Wow. How about all of them? How about we have an album release yo show? How about that? But got to see these guys again. They were part of the Key Concert Series, the second volume, and they were awesome. Love the way they worked the stage. They brought a fun crowd, too. They had a good time. We love these guys. They're really super talented musicians. And I said the first time I met Cuthbert was my man John Simons from SRR Promotions had a battle with the bands. And they were in there, and they finished up well. And Cuthbert said, yeah, man, I've seen your show. I've seen your show. I know what you do. I like it. And that, man, that speaks volumes when you don't have to solicit somebody say, hey, please watch. And they just say, yeah, I watched. That's awesome. Kind of like the way we got JD Wolf. Found JD some years back from a band. Won't mention that band's name. We don't do that anymore. But that band did bring us together, dude. And I love you for it. I love your messages, your words of encouragement, and your shares and all that. Up 24, love the music. I love the way you guys work and bring it. Breaker is a band, of course, we want to get involved with. Local band. So there is just so much great stuff. And again, like, I'm going to get into this podcast thing real quick. In honor of Ray, of course. And just like a word, wow, the Phillies won 7-6. Holy grinder when you're up 7-0. That's unbelievable. Sixers down by 2, 68-66 to the Miami Heat. 1 minute left in the third quarter. My brother, I thank you. Love you, man, and what you, Jewel, do. We thank you. And Jewel, of course, didn't make it last night. Joey had a softball game, which is very unusual for Tuesday. Jewel, of course, has to be there. She does a great mom thing. She's an awesome mom. Joey, of course, is a superstar girl. And Joey got hit by a pitch, and she said, I got to do a little damage control. We get it, Jewel. We are always here. I didn't even find that out. I'm so worried about her getting hit by the pitch. I didn't even know if Joey won her game or not. We'll talk about it next Tuesday on the program. It's my birthday, and why not? Let's talk about that. Where are we at? Gotta find where we're at. Real quick, I want to talk about this very quickly, though, before we go. Quick topic, the equality of salary in the NBA and WNBA. Of course, you know the absolute healing vibe to Joey. The WNBA draft was on like Caitlin Clark, of course, went first. I think she signed a contract for like $350,000 a year. And, of course, every year when this comes out, the women, I guess the feminist side, get a little upset, like why they make so much less money than men. And, again, you know we celebrate women. We have a lot of great female artists that come on the show, and actresses, and models, and authors, etc. You know we love females here. Jewel's a female. She's terrific. But the equality of the salary comes, right? Well, I agree, JD. Equal pay for everyone. It's got to come with revenue. So for all of us out there that say pay them more, we all have to do our part to attend or buy merchandise or watch. I was all over this year's ladies Final Four and the women's tournament because, again, I love Caitlin Clark. And I love watching Connecticut because they're always a tough team. And, of course, Philly girl herself, Dawn Staley, and her South Carolina team that went undefeated. And LSU, and there's a lot of great stories this year. But the equal salary comes with the equal revenue. You've got to find a way to make that revenue. And, like, $350,000 a year, it's pretty good. The revenue, I think, is coming. I think you're right, J.D. Wolf. There was a lot of smack talk, and sometimes, like, smack talk can be bad. In this case, it might be good. Because a lot of NBA ladies were like, okay, Caitlin Clark, you think you're that? Come to the big time. And she says, I'm ready for the big time. That kind of hype, you know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of people will be there to watch her make her debut. And Angel Reese and et cetera. A lot of great females making their way out there. And enjoy it. Sports is sports, man. I love me some sports. And I definitely didn't come on to talk bad about that. Definitely come on to talk good about that. On to the last thing I'm talking about tonight, the life and challenges of podcasting. And as you know, we've been doing this, Jewel and I, almost 300 episodes. We'll be hitting 300, I believe, in July, going on 7 years in August. And as I see my friend Ray today from Happy Hour Pod saying, you know what, maybe time to step back, slow down, maybe put the show on hiatus, maybe not do the show at all anymore. there is a challenge in entertaining, and it is entertaining, and that's why sometimes when I have to come on alone, I get a little nervous. But I always get a great crew that comes out in the chat section to help me along and share great thoughts. A lot of times, as I said, you see people on social media tell a funny story, and people say, we should do a podcast. Number one, thank you, gentlemen. You rock as well. Love yous. A lot of love for Up 24. Lots of love. And that right there is the things that make it worthwhile. So first rule really is be honest with yourself and be honest with the people you promote, salute, etc. Play their music or share their movies or watch them or comment on their post. Follow them. You can follow on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, all over the place. Follow them and watch and listen. And then you know what? Share. Share with the rest of the people on your page. Share with your friends. Go to a party and say, hey, you know what? Check this song out I found. Or check this song out my friends do. Or, hey, check out my band. And then bands, joining bands. We say that, like bands come out to see other bands play. That's also very cool. That's what we do here. That's one of the goals we did here with the Yo Show. And we've had a lot of great fun with it. Of course, the great logo and the name and the hat and the ring. Me and Jewel and the relationship we've built. It's like family, man. It's really family. And we've been there for each other's bad times. I remember being in the hospital with my heart issue and Jewel being there and crying and like, you scared me, dude. You really did. Like that kind of stuff. That's a bond. And that's the legitimacy of doing stuff like this. Being in it for everything. Being in it for the camaraderie. Being in it for the artist. Being in it for the fans. Being in it for cool people like JD Wolf that comes out freaking like every week. And even when he doesn't show up, he messages me and says, sorry, dude. This and this happened. And don't worry, dude. I love you no matter what. Be there for the collaboration. Collaborate with other podcasts. My dude, Ray Chase. A lot of love, dude. And some of the people we met along the way. Maria Daniels and Helen Edwards, who just got married. Congratulations, Helen Edwards. Tina Celine and the other people out there who do great podcasts. Do it for them. But make sure you're working. There is work. Like, I know this is a hobby and it's fun. Sometimes my wife's like, you're doing too many shows. Am I? Maybe. But it's a hobby and I love it. And I love getting out here and talking on this mic. And I love seeing comments like this, you rock, Jeff, from like artists, superstar bands. I love stuff like that. And to go out and say, yeah, I've seen your show. And going to the places, like I said, the Fuge and the Royal and the Liberty Tavern and the Rusty Nail and Sweeney's. Big shout out to Sweeney's. Don't forget Sweeney's. And meeting people like Atlanta Brokus, who did a lot of hard work, and John Simons and Malcolm and Stu and the gang at SRR. Dr. Mike Chang, who's a great sponsor of the Key Concert Series. Gene Blum, who runs the activities at the Fuge. A lot of people. I can name people endlessly all night, but I won't. I'll get you some of the basics. So that's the thing. Find a good platform. Find something to be honest with. Elena does rock, JD. I'm telling you, the woman does tireless work. So hard. And sometimes even jokes, it's a little thankless. But you know what? I thank you. Big time. And people say, everything you do on the internet stays forever. Great. So I want Elena Brokus to know I love you and your work, and I thank you for it. And I hope that stays in the archives of the internet forever. That's damn right. I love you all. I love everybody who becomes part of the Yo Show family. The likes and love emojis, a big heart from my man Cuthbert Twilly. Thank you again, dude. And a thumb up from The Truth Will Set You Free, a new follower of ours on the Facebook page. Thank you very much for that. One more time, April 27th. It happens to be my birthday. Let's find the banner. I don't know what I did with the banner. I lost it. There it is. Key Concert Series. There's a scroll running down below. Placid, the Grimjacks, Milo Sky, Sour Station, Saturday, April 27th. Doors open at 6. Food, drinks, and rock and roll live at the Fuge. Sponsored by Comprehensive Chiropractic and Rehab. 4 awesome bands. one awesome venue, one hell of a party night, emceed by yours truly. That's right, my big mouth gets on the mic all night long and celebrates these great bands. Oh, it should be a dandy. See, they're coming on out. That'd be awesome, Paul. It'd be great to have you come on out and hang out with us and enjoy the music, dude. We love it. We're happy to hear that. It's my birthday. Something silly's bound to happen. Come meet Vividly Vixen. Yeah, absolutely. Her face dropped when I said that. Yeah, come out and meet her. She said, yeah, dude, I'm in Florida. I don't see that happening. But it'll be fun, people there. We're going to have a great time. 4 great bands. April 27th, Key Concert Series. It's only 10 after 9. Gracious. Let's do some score checking. One more score check before we play ourselves out. Sixers down by 2, 76-74, 9:39 left, fourth quarter. With that, I tell you who's coming up on the Yo Show real quickly over the next couple nights. I'm going to go to school here somewhere. There it is. Of course, we did Bernathen. April 23rd, my birthday. No guest as of yet. We'll work on it. April 30th, for the people out there like the J.D. Wolfs, the Paul Johnsons, Cuthbert Twillies, etc. April 30th is a brand new red hot band that I met through Atlanta Brocas, Archist. This young lady's got some pipes, and this band is hot. Archist, April 30th on the Yo Show. May 7th, another local guy out of York, PA, Ronnie Shank. Finally, after years of trying to get this together, Ronnie from Saturn is the band. Ronnie Shank is here May 7th. May 14th, Core PR brings us another artist, Malachi Gagnon. That's tough to say, but he'll be on the program. And May 28th, speaking of Core PR, one of our lovely previous guests making her way back, Presley Tennant, will be on the program. We absolutely love Presley Tennant. Sixers got the game tied at 76. Next Wednesday night, we're back. I believe Mandy Magic will be a guest co-host, a local person who has a great local shop. We'll talk to her about that. She'll come and be the guest co-host as the band. Twig is our special guest. They're cool. Found them on social media, as I do with a lot of these people. So that's coming up. Twig on April 24th, the 2.0. Of course, next week we celebrate my birthday on the 23rd. All right. Thank you to everybody. Sorry to the fans of Matt Oakley, and sorry to the people of Core PR that we kind of missed this opportunity tonight, but we will rebook it. We'll bring them back out here, and we'll have a blast like we do every time here on the Yo Show. Let's get out of here. It is the one and only St. Ricketts. Still trying to get this reunion together, ladies and gentlemen. They've talked about it. Started hunting down a drummer. Maybe it'll happen. The Catalyst is the song. It's our Wednesday night John, if you will. And we'll play it. We'll say goodnight. I thank everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next week. The Yo Show. Good night, brother. Much love.
Introduce yourself.